Are y'all aware of the developing situation currently going on in Tunisia? And for those who are not familiar with Tunisia and its geography, it is located in North Africa. To summarize a long story, the president of Tunisia made some remarks that was given racist energy. Because of the president's comments, like African migrants have lost housing, they have lost their jobs. Like they're showing up to work and they're being told, like, we don't hire Africans, as if they also are not continental Africans.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing the viral video of a Black American woman who went to Tunisia, North Africa, and she said that she almost got kidnapped. No, she got kidnapped and escaped. Now in this video we're going to check out what exactly she said, what people have to say about the whole story, what some Tunisians are saying about her story, and what some other Africans, Black Africans, are saying about Tunisia and North Africa as a whole. And then I'll come back to share my own thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
Y'all, look at my face. I cannot believe this shit. Like, they really tried to kidnap me in Africa.
A Black woman from Maryland was kidnapped in Tunisia last week. But her story is not an isolated incident, and what we found in our research is concerning for all Black travelers. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? My name is Leroy. I'm the editorial media director for Culture Travels Media, where every Friday we bring you travel news with our partners at Stamped. The story is still developing, so we're going to read verbatim exactly what Mika has reported in her testimony about the incident. And then we're going to share with you what we discovered in terms of a larger pattern of kidnapping Black migrants and Black tourists in Tunisia. A Black American woman from Montgomery County was vacationing in Tunisia with her friend Queen. Last Saturday night, after returning to her hotel from a club, she went to the lobby to get tissues. That's the last thing she remembers before waking up in the back of a car being driven by a stranger, according to Mika. Mika says she fought back, she opened the car door, screamed for help. The driver punched her repeatedly in the face, trying to silence her. But she kept thinking about her kids back home, so she kept fighting her way out. According to Mika, when her friend Queen tried to get help from the hotel staff, they walked away, told her, "This didn't happen here, we don't know what you're talking about." Fortunately, Mika has made it back home. She's with her family and she's with her kids. She has sustained black eyes and bruises all over her body. She's alive, but after this story broke, we started to do some digging, and what we found reveals something much bigger in terms of the safety for Black migrants and Black tourists in Tunisia. Tunisia isn't just a place where Black travelers are being targeted. It's become a hotbed for human trafficking, and allegedly, Tunisian authorities are complicit. According to 3 testimonies from migrants who were rescued in the Mediterranean, Tunisian police are intercepting Black African migrants, handcuffing them and driving them to the Libyan border where they're sold to militia. Listen to this. One survivor named Charlie from Cameroon said, "The Tunisian police sold us to kidnappers, Libyan bandits. The selling price was 150 dinars, approximately $25, less than the price of a goat. $25 for a human life." A woman named Ivana, 26, was living in Tunisia when police raided her home at night. She was handcuffed, driven to the desert, and handed to armed Libyan men. To get out, her sister in Cameroon went into debt to pay $690. Another woman, Aisha, 22, watched 2 of her friends die in a Libyan detention center. She was held for 8 months. When one of her friends died in her lap, she cried and was beaten for it. These aren't random incidents. This is a documented pattern. In October of 2024, the United Nations Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights raised concerns about migrants being sold by Tunisian security forces to armed groups in Libya. In January 2025, a report called State Trafficking presented evidence of systemic targeting of Black migrants in Tunisia through mass raids, detention without due process, and forced transfer to Libyan traffickers. And here's what makes it worse. The European Union and Italy are funding Tunisia's border enforcement through migration deals, knowing this is happening.
Yes. See, she has a purse. You see?
ديجا هذه ما خلصتش التاكسي.
You see, she has a purse, right? You see that?
لا هذه حتى كي رجعت ما خلصتش التاكسي. رجعوا بعدين ما خلصتش التاكسي، الولاد طلعوا لي هو مشى هز التاكسي للاخر الديستريبيتور جبت خلص التاكسي نتاعو هو نتاع حسين نتاعها هاي.
This is at 1 a.m. Like I said, we left about 1 a.m.
So go to 3.
1 a.m. What's this? 1 a.m.
No.
Wait.
I'm saying that's the time. Okay.
Let's see. Now's the time. وقتاش رجعوا من بعد من التاكسي؟
رجعوا ما حكيت ل 4 الصباح.
هذيك اش قالت لك هي؟ ترى وقتاش رجعوا؟ حط لنا وقتاش رجعوا.
Go to 2.
حط 2. 2 o'clock.
They from outside, but if I was taking another way out, you know what I'm saying?
رجعوا متعاركين هو وحده في تاكسي وهي.
So Tunisia used to be a safe place to go to. Maybe about 8 years ago, my sister actually went and lived in Tunisia for a bit because she wanted to study the language. But fast forward, I think about maybe 3 years ago or something like that, there was a big shift in Tunisia, and they were kicking out every black person out of there. And I remember my sister was telling me that they had even kicked out some of her colleagues who worked in international organizations. They did not want them there. So all that to say, I'm replying and talking about this because I saw a video where the Africans were saying, well, what the fuck are you doing in Tunisia? Like, you should have never went there for the lady that got kidnapped. And I feel for her so much, but like, you have to do your research before you go somewhere. A lesson for everyone.
This is how I know everything that Jamaica said happened to her in Tunisia is absolutely true. I have been deleting comments like this literally all day of people saying that the hotel has dropped footage and oh, there's footage of her fighting at the club and waving and smiling at the hotel staff and this and that. Where is this footage? Where is this made up footage? Let's keep it a buck. This must be a million Tunisian men making fake accounts with no followers and no following, trying to make it seem like this woman is a liar. And all you guys are doing is showing us exactly who you are. So thank you.
Personally, I just don't feel like as a mother, as a woman, as anything that you can hear that Mika story and not speak up about it. Leave a review, repost it, something. Like, what we doing here?
So with regards to Jamaica Ivy, the black woman who was kidnapped in Tunisia, I just left the Tunisian embassy in Washington, D.C. One of the things that I will never play about is black women, and I'm going to listen to black women the very first time to see what it is that happened to Jamaica, and the fact that she was able to make it home safely to her daughters, to her family, means that now is the time for us to stand up for her. I could not fathom going through something so traumatic, coming on the internet and sharing it with people to get the word out, and folks either one, dismissing it as though things like this don't happen every single day. I did not record my conversation inside the embassy because number one, this is federal grounds and it is against the law. And number two was because my goal was very simple: to get Jamaica's story told, to find whomever are the powers that be, and to ensure that either they are able to contact her or she is able to contact them, so that way she can get her story told and she can get justice. It's justice for Jamaica time. I got my Annalise Keating blazer on, and I mean business, because I am undoubtedly my sister's keeper.
I keep telling y'all the internet is free. I literally said it needs to be studied how people come on here and they'll watch someone's video about their experience and they won't think before leaving a comment or try to do some research. The one thing that's pissing me off the most about the Mika situation is how some people are intentionally acting dense about where Tunisia is. The internet is free. The internet is so free. Like, the internet is free. Tunisia is a country in North Africa. Therefore, her saying that she got kidnapped in Africa is correct. The verbiage is correct. Tunisia, Africa. You go on the internet and you look it up, it is in North Africa. Okay? So all y'all saying, oh, Africa is a continent, not a country. Shut the hell up. You search that shit right now. Tunisia, North Africa is what will pop up.
If you are an American, the worst thing you can do if you get kidnapped in Africa, I'm speaking for the continent of Africa, 90%, probably 99% of the countries there, the cops can be purchased. So calling the cops is one of the worst things you can do. Contacting the U.S. consulate should be number one on your priority list. So I watched this video about this girl who was in Tunisia and she got kidnapped. So this is the story. She went to the club with her friend. She was a little tired, so she decided to go back to the hotel. She gets to the hotel and went to her room. There was no tissue. She went in the hotel lobby. That is the last thing she could remember. She wakes up in a car and is struggling to get out. She literally had the marks on her face of the fight that she was fighting to save her life. And thank God that she is okay. She gets back to the hotel and is asking the staff to see the camera, and they're refusing to show her the camera, right? So right there you can tell that, okay, most likely they are in cahoots with whoever kidnapped her. Long story short, she was able to watch her story because I reposted it. She was able to come back home to the USA. But one thing you can do is when you're in a foreign country, especially when you're in a situation like that, is contact the police. That most of these countries, I'm West African, so I can speak for basically 99% of the countries in Africa. The police can be bought. If you contact the police, that is the worst thing. Contact the U.S. consulate. I know the U.S. politics is shit right now, but if you're traveling and you're in any type of situation, the U.S. consulate is your best friend. They will see to you. The one thing is that outside of the U.S. prioritize their citizens because anybody, literally the police can be in cahoots with whoever kidnapped her. They can get payoff easily to get out of a situation like that. You're probably sometimes even in more danger by calling the cops than you are safe. So I thank God that she's safe right now. And her story is crazy, but this is what happens when you're traveling to anywhere, basically anywhere. This stuff can happen anywhere. So thank God she's safe.
They really tried to kidnap me in Africa.
This is weird because I made a video about Tunisia, I think 2 weeks ago or last week. I'm not sure. That's how much I don't care. So I don't know the exact day I made that video. But in the video, I was saying they should leave if they don't want to be African. I was telling them to swim to Italy and they were pissed. A lot of people were pissed. I don't even know why you are pissed. If you are saying you don't want to be African, I'm giving you the opportunity to leave. That's the golden chance. Run, So some of these clowns were messaging me, just stalking me. Some were sending me threats, whatever. But they don't know who I am, So today I'm going to take the opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody. Yeah, I said what I said. I meant it. And I'm going to say again, if you don't want to be African, swim to Italy. Yeah. Now, I don't understand why people still go to these places. I get why some will say, oh, it's our planet too. We should be able to enjoy everywhere. But not when it can cost you your life. Yeah? These clowns, there are thousands of North Africans in West Africa. Thousands of them. I've never heard in any case where they've been kidnapped or unalived. But they do that shit to Africans all the time. Yeah? So I don't know why people still you will never see me in these places, yeah? Because the way my brain is wired, I'm gonna unalive someone, bro. Or I'm not gonna back down. You get me? So it's better if I don't go to that place. You guys need to stop going there. You are paying for racism, bro. I know it's cheap, but bro, add a little bit of more money and go to where you are welcome. Yeah?
Everyone keeps sending me that video of the girl that got almost kidnapped in Tunisia because as a friend that loves to travel the world and usually travel alone or in a group sometimes, definitely scary stuff. And just even watching these videos of people saying hey, stay away from North Africa. Mind you, I'm going to Tanzania. But they're stay away from North Africa because they don't really like black people. I think that there are times that I literally forget that I'm black. And not forget that I'm black in the sense of I know I'm black. But when I'm in other parts of the world, that you may be different or stand out. These are the kinds of things that I love to see when I see travel videos, not only the good, the bad, but I want to see it all because you have to be aware. Like, I love to travel, and this is not going to stop me from traveling because, you know, there's danger everywhere, but you need to be aware. You need to know where you're going. You need to know, like, the norms, what people are not being talked about. When I made a video of what happened this summer when I went to Turks and Caicos, there was their first mass shooting, and it was just another side of Turks and Caicos that I've never seen on TikTok. I only saw the pretty wall, okay? And I got dragged on the internet because we were like, oh, there's mass shootings in America all the time. Babe, I live in Florida. There's human trafficking here all the time, okay? But that doesn't mean it's okay. And people need to be aware. Still come to Florida, but also know this and be aware of this and what could happen and, like, have things as a backup plan, you know? Like, it's just wild.
They really tried to kidnap me in Africa.
Firstly, I wanted to apologize to Mika for her experience in Tunisia, and also give a little bit of my own experience and perspective as a Tunisian American. It is not safe for women, and it is not safe particularly for Black women, whether they are African American or Sub-Saharan African. They are deeply racist. What happened was a few years ago, and this has actually been prevalent throughout history in North Africa. Right now there is a slave trade that has been going on in Libya, and from what I gathered from her video, unfortunately, I do think that whoever plotted to kidnap her was trying to take her to Libya. And the reason being is that after the Arab Spring that started in Tunisia kind of spread all over the Arab world, and in particular Libya, and it is not safe at all whatsoever. And I have been traveling for the past year. What happened was last year I went to Europe with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and we were in Italy. And for those of you that don't know, Tunisia is on the northernmost tip of Africa. So it's just a hop and a skip away on the Mediterranean to get there from Italy. And he didn't really know much about my family history. He knew that I didn't have all that good of a relationship with my father, but he was kind of pushing me to go there and visit my family. And I had called some of my family members who reassured me that my father was hiding from the police because he is unfortunately a scammer and an abuser himself. And I have reported him to the U.S. Embassy and Interpol because he is partaking in this sort of behavior. However, I have distant family members who are trustworthy, and so I decided to stay with them so that way I could see my brother and see other members of my family and reconnect with my culture. When I was there, I experienced harassment and catcalling like I have never experienced in my life before, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I have traveled for the past year and have never felt more uncomfortable than in Tunisia. When I was in Europe, it was fine. I've been all over Asia. It's been completely fine. One thing that is very prevalent within the culture is that they constantly like to talk about their moral superiority to other people who aren't believers in the Prophet Muhammad or Islam. And then within the same breath, sin. And I'm not particularly religious because I grew up with one side of my family being Christian and the other side being Muslim, and I have seen the hypocrisy with all of the Abrahamic religions, but I have never seen it to the extent that it's happening in Tunisia. It is absolutely unbelievable what people will say and then how their actions do not match their words.
I cannot stress this enough, ladies. Anything you do outside of the normal, make sure you do it in twos. Like, don't go anywhere by yourself. Did y'all just watch the video? I just reposted 3 different videos. One of her, her name is Mika. She showed basically all her cuts and bruises. Like, she was dead ass running through the bushes to escape after being at a hotel in, what is it called, Tunisia? Yo, crazy, right? Being at a hotel with her friend, they, you know, trying to have fun, whatever. She apparently just went downstairs to the front desk, and that's where they took her. She said she don't remember nothing from that, but I guess when she came through and when she woke up, she was running for her life, fighting. Like, you could literally see bruises on the side of her face. Like, the dude was trying to muzzle her. He was trying to grab her. Like, yo, ladies, out of country, in country, I don't care what. Please, make sure you walking with your friend, and if you could have a mace, make sure you got some mace. Shit, make sure you got a switchblade, anything. Put that shit on your keychain. I am so serious. I drives with my knife. I don't play. I'm not playing that game. I got my mace and I got my knife. I'm not playing that game. You ain't gonna catch me slipping at no point in time. No point in time. That's crazy. So if y'all want to help, she has a GoFundMe. Check into it if you can be of assistance. This is crazy. And they went to the embassy. Like, the hotel's doing a whole cover up. What is up with these hotels, bro? These hotels need to be shut down. They always trying to unalive somebody. That's crazy.
I'm an African-American living in Tunisia. Everyone keeps asking me how I feel about the black girl that, like, got kidnapped or whatever in Tunisia. First off, I've noticed that Tunisian people are just happy that she wasn't, like, kidnapped, which is so crazy. I think we're losing the plot here. It doesn't matter if she was or not. She got beat up. A woman got beat up. Tunisian people are just happy that she wasn't a Tunisian person. They're like, thank God we're relieved we didn't kidnap her, but it's okay that she got beat up. Adi, mushklo. It's okay she got beat up. Like, anyway, number 2, everyone's talking about the propaganda against Tunisia and the conspiracy theories. I'm so sorry, but America did not send a single black mother with kids to Tunisia to ruin your reputation. I'm so sorry, but they just didn't. Coincidence happened. I'm so sorry, but these conspiracy theories are insane. And everyone's like, oh my God, but we're not racist here. This is impossible that people think this about us. Girl, do y'all see the things y'all post about the African immigrants here? Please spare me. I love y'all and I love this country, but y'all need to open your minds and open your eyes and just, like, I don't know. Maybe just shut up. I don't know, because y'all sound ridiculous. They're like, we need to defend our country from this crazy propaganda. Like, girl, a black woman got beat up. It doesn't matter if she was kidnapped or not. She got beat up. That should scare you that someone got beat up. Like, who cares if she was drunk or anything? It doesn't matter if she was naked. She shouldn't be nobody should be touching women. So everyone's like, I just need y'all to be quiet and use your brains.
Tunisia is such a dangerous country if you are a black woman. Tunisia hates black people. Tunisia is such an unsafe country for black people. These are some of the few misleading informations I've been seeing all over TikTok since the incident of the woman that claimed that she was raped and kidnapped from the hotel. There is nothing wrong in going publicly and talking about your personal experience in a certain country, whether it's good or bad. What's wrong though is spreading misleading information, spreading hatred, starting unnecessary drama, not speaking the truth. Every summer we welcome millions of tourists from different countries with different backgrounds, different religion, different races, and there is no problem in that. If you choose to go to, for example, unsafe places, you're the one to blame. That's literally your choice. If you have a platform and you have people following you, I think that you should be extra careful with the vocabulary you use to describe a situation and the labels you put on certain things. If you don't like the country, that's totally fine. That's your opinion. That's still a point of view, and that's not the whole reality.
I'm not used to talk on my TikTok. There's something that's not pissing me off, but it's making me sort of confused. Let's talk about it. I don't know if people heard of the woman who said that she got Tunisia and North Africa. At least that what she thinks, that what she told. But do you guys think that it makes sense? فهمتش معناها. I'm not defending my country. I know that women protect women, women support women. Okay, it's not about my country. It's not that I'm defending it, but it doesn't make sense at all. It's not making sense for me, and probably it's not making sense for like some of the people in here and most of the people in here.
Okay, so we've seen exactly what happened. I would leave a link to her full video. A full video detailing everything is about 10 minutes long, and then she has follow-up videos. So I will leave the link in the description box and in the comment section so that you can watch it in full, and then maybe you might understand more about the whole situation. I believe she has a GoFundMe, and you can check it on our TikTok page. Now, the video where she was detailing it has over 30 million views. I would love to hear what you think about everything that has been shared concerning her kidnapping and her escaping, some of the comments that some Tunisians have made concerning the video and concerning the narrative that is being shared about the safety of Black people in North Africa. So please leave your comment in the comment section. Now, as an African from sub-Saharan Africa, we already know that North Africa is one kind. North Africa is North Africa. Most of the times, some of the people, or majority of the people, don't resonate with Africans. They don't resonate with Black Africans. Sometimes they even say they are not Africans because some of them are Arabs. Majority of them are Arabs. So they don't like the fact that they are on the same continent with Black Africans. So going there is very dicey for Black Africans. And then the fact that there are some places in North Africa where there's an active slave market as of 2025, where they trade Black people. That's enough to scare people off from North Africa. And I hate to say this, but Africans have a problem with bad leadership, a lot of them. So those kind of places, you cannot be sure that you will get justice. That's just my own opinion. So it's getting a bad rep with even Black Africans. So her saying that story, it's not surprising to a lot of Black Africans. So we were not surprised, which is why in the comment section of our video, a lot of people are like, even us Black Africans don't go to North Africa. Why are you Black Americans or Black people from other countries going to North Africa? Even though they have a beautiful culture, they have an enticing culture, food and everything, just the fact that you might not be entirely safe in those places makes Black Africans put them aside. Even though I would love to visit, because I have some people that are from North Africa as colleagues, friends. I would love to visit, but I'm not entirely sure that I might be safe. But anyway, that is an overwhelming thought that Black Africans have about North Africa. Now, what I noticed with this whole story is that even though we are not entirely sure whether she is lying or not, I don't understand why the women from Tunisia are now calling it propaganda. I don't get it, because you are from that country. Your lived experience is different from a Black person, a Black American, a Black woman. Why are you calling what she's saying propaganda? How is her story propaganda? It happens a lot in Africa. When somebody speaks up against something, they just turn it and say it's propaganda. Why are you saying it's propaganda? You did not investigate to see whether it is true or not. You just came up and said it's propaganda. Now, I noticed also in the comment section of some videos that the men, I feel like they are men, but we don't know, but the men are now writing a copy and paste long essay about how behavioral analysis, the videos they show, she went to the club, she fought with someone, she did this, it is not possible that she was kidnapped. And I'm like, are you people being paid to try and deviate the situation? While they are trying to say she's lying, we see another report of a girl who was assaulted while in Tunisia. And I'm like, oh, so this one is propaganda too? I honestly find it baffling that is it the women that are even coming on videos, making multiple videos to say that what she experienced is wrong. You are not even checking if what she experienced is something some other women have experienced. You just wanted to say, oh, it's propaganda against Tunisia. Tunisia is not like that. Tunisia is not, and you are not a black person. You're not a black woman. How do you know the lived experience of a black woman that is a tourist? You are from that country. You are less likely to be kidnapped and trafficked because you are Arab. A black person, they might think that person is not a tourist, might be trying to cross to Europe because some people do it, and they might think that that person is free for all to be sold in the slave market. How are you now telling them what they experience? Anyway, I hope the right authorities are able to investigate. Someone said something about not trusting the police in Tunisia. Honestly, I would not trust the police in most African countries because they might be trying to like cover it up because this thing went viral. So they might be trying to show that what she said is wrong. So I'm hoping that the US Embassy will be able to investigate and find out what exactly happened and be able to like shed more light on it, because the males that are commenting are saying from videos. I've been looking for the videos, I've not seen the videos that they keep referring to. They copy and paste comments in every video that is talking about it. They are there saying, oh, she lied, she this based on the video, the surveillance video that they refuse. As per her statement, they refused to show her because she said she did not know when she just went from asking for toilet roll, toilet paper to being in a car and struggling to get out of it. So she asked for the surveillance video so that she can understand what exactly happened, and they refused to give her. Why are you refusing to show her the surveillance video but claiming that she was inside? Show the video to show that she was inside. If you feel that you are right, if you feel like she did something wrong, that she went from the club to wherever she was kidnapped, why can't you show the video? Why didn't you show her? That's where I'm doubting the statements from the women who are saying it's propaganda and the men that are doing copy and paste. Why didn't they show the video? Why can't they provide the video? By now, they should be able to make an official statement and provide the video, and we will see it. But to the best of my knowledge, I've not seen any video. And the ones that the guys are referring to, there's nobody showing the video. You are not tagging the video. You are not tagging. You are not making, even the women are to saying it's propaganda. They are not tagging the hotel. They are not tagging the hotel. Did not. Or don't they have a TikTok page? Don't they have Instagram page? Don't they have social media page? They cannot put it up and say this is what happened. I really doubt that she's lying, because at this point their image is being trashed. So they're supposed to have come out to debunk it if it was not true. So I don't get the videos that the women are making and the copy and paste comment that the men are doing in all the videos. Anyway, Trey, that's my thought about the whole situation. I would love to hear what you think about this woman experience about being kidnapped in Tunisia, and the way some women from Tunisia and some men are trying to say that she's a liar and it's a propaganda against Tunisia. I would love to hear your own thoughts about Black Africans saying that Black people should not go to North Africa because they might not be safe. I would love to hear your own thoughts about the active slave market that is still in North Africa, in some North African countries. I would love to hear your own thoughts. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.